Listen up, pioneers. I need to tell you something that might sting, but you deserve the truth. That $314,159 global consensus value everyone's been dreaming about, it's not real. I know that's hard to hear after years of mining and hoping, but right now Pi is trading at around 25 cents on IOU exchanges, not $300,000. That's over 1 million times smaller than the GCV dream. The gap between what we hope for and market reality is massive, and honestly, I'm making this video because I care about you and this community too much to let people keep building their futures on a fantasy. Stay with me because I'm breaking down what's actually happening, what the real value could be, and why there's still hope if we focus on the right things. Before we go further, check the description below and follow my Telegram and Facebook page links right now. That's where I share exclusive updates and real-time analysis you won't find anywhere else. The Pi community is scattered and losing hope, but we're building something special on those platforms where real pioneers stay informed. Hit that subscribe button and smash the like if you want the truth, not just hype. You know, in times like this, having a trusted community matters more than ever. Let me break down the GCV situation completely honestly. This number came from the mathematical constant pi without the decimal point, and the community rallied around it as a symbolic price target. Some merchants even list goods at GCV prices, trying to make this value real within the Pi ecosystem. You know, influencers pushed it, people believed it, and it became this badge of loyalty. But here's what nobody wants to say out loud. It's not backed by any exchange, any government, or even the Pi core team. It's a community dream, and while dreams are beautiful, they don't change economic reality. With billions of Pi coins potentially in circulation, if each one was worth $314,000, we'd be talking about a market cap larger than the entire global economy. You know, that includes every stock, every bond, every piece of real estate on Earth. Bitcoin took over a decade to reach its current dominance, and it's nowhere near those numbers when you factor in supply. It's just math, and honestly, math doesn't care about our feelings or our hopes. Right now on smaller exchanges trading Pi IOUs, the price hovers around 25 cents. Not $25, 25 cents. You know, I'm not saying this to crush spirits, I'm saying it because you deserve truth. These are actual traders putting real money on the line, and this is what they think Pi is worth based on current information. Yes, these are just IOUs on limited exchanges, not the real open market yet, but they represent actual market sentiment right now. This massive disconnect has split our community down the middle, and honestly, it breaks my heart. You know, believers insist that collective agreement can set the price, that if we all refuse to sell for less, the value will manifest. I respect that passion. That's what built this community. But realists are studying market mechanics and warning that pushing impossible valuations might hurt Pi's reputation when it launches openly. They're worried newcomers will face devastating losses when reality hits. While we debate prices, the Pi core team has been quietly building something more important. Actual utility. You know, they've verified over 15 million real users through KYC, making Pi one of the world's largest verified digital identity networks. They've released development tools like the Pi browser and Pi SDK. They've supported projects like Map of Pi connecting real businesses that accept Pi. They're working on regulatory compliance so Pi can integrate with legitimate financial systems. Their message has been consistent. Stop obsessing over price speculation and start building real use cases. You know, and honestly, they're right. A currency's value comes from what you can actually do with it. Can you buy groceries? Pay rent? Send money across borders cheaper than Western Union? That's where real value lives. That's what separates real currencies from pure speculation. The open mainnet will finally allow Pi to be traded freely on major exchanges, and honestly, I've got mixed feelings. You know, this is when speculation ends and market reality begins. Millions of users who've mined for years will finally have the option to sell. Some will panic sell. Some will hold. Some will spend in the ecosystem. The price will be volatile, unpredictable, and possibly heartbreaking for those expecting instant wealth. But here's the opportunity smart pioneers see. You know, if Pi has built enough real utility, if merchants accept it, if the technology works smoothly, then over time actual market demand will establish real sustainable value. It won't be $300,000, let's be crystal clear, but it could be something meaningful that grows as adoption grows, something that improves lives in underserved regions. That's still valuable. Here's my advice from the heart. Stay involved, Keep your Pi, support developers building real apps, use Pi where merchants accept it, be optimistic about the long-term vision, but please don't bet your financial future on the GCV fantasy. Don't take out loans expecting to become a millionaire overnight. Don't quit your job or skip bills thinking Pi will cover everything soon. You know, I've seen people make these mistakes with other cryptos, and it destroys lives. The real story isn't about getting rich quick. You know, it's about whether a truly decentralized, user-friendly cryptocurrency can bring financial services to billions of people worldwide who lack banking access. The real conversation isn't about hype or speculation, it's about whether mobile mining can truly open the door for everyday people to participate in crypto without expensive equipment or deep technical knowledge. Pi puts that idea to the test by letting anyone with a smartphone join the network, secure the system, and earn rewards in a way that feels simple and accessible. If mobile mining proves effective at bringing millions of regular users into the crypto space, it could reshape how people interact with digital money. Those are the questions that matter, and they're far bigger than price debates. If Pi manages to deliver even half of its vision, making crypto easy to use, widely adopted, and actually useful in daily life, it would be a major shift in the industry. A network powered by ordinary people instead of specialized miners could change how value is created and distributed online. And if that becomes reality, it won't just be impressive, it'll be revolutionary. Look, let me be completely real with you. I've watched this community go through every emotion, and I've felt it all too. Pi has done something remarkable by building a 60 million person community. The team seems genuinely committed to doing things right, focusing on verification and utility rather than rushing to pump prices. That's admirable and rare in crypto, but I'm worried about people who've put all their hope into GCV without understanding the economics. You know, I'm worried that when reality hits, the disappointment might destroy this community we spent years building. My honest prediction, when Pi hits the open market, it'll probably start between 10 cents and $2. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it'll surprise us, but based on comparable projects and realistic adoption rates, that's my expectation. And you know what? If it stabilizes at even $1 and keeps building utility, that's still incredible for something millions, mind-free, on their phones. That's still life-changing money in many parts of the world. The key is what happens after launch chaos. Does the team keep building? Do merchants keep adopting? Does the community stick together and focus on use cases instead of just price? If yes, then Pi has a real future. I'm staying in. I'm holding my Pi. I'm supporting the ecosystem, but with realistic expectations and without risking money, I can't afford to lose. You need to make your own choice based on your situation and research. Whatever happens, we've been part of something unique. Let's see this through together with hope in our hearts, but reality in our minds. Subscribe if you want honest updates as Pi's story unfolds. Drop a comment with your thoughts and join my Telegram and Facebook communities linked below. Stay strong, stay informed, stay realistic but hopeful pioneers. Peace out.